Greg Kelton here for Ohsweken standing here with the HRW Automotive Mini Stock driver, Kathi Dickie. Kathi, 2014 for you, you finally seemed to get some luck on your side, and that led to a good season.
I don't think it was so much luck as we finally figured out what was going wrong and we fixed it. So once we got the tire problem fixed, we started running right up front, and that was thanks to my guys that work on the car every week.
Now, you are one of the drivers that have worked their way up through the system, starting in the Bomber division. Talk about what the mini stocks have been like for you.
The Bomber division was fun. It was fun. There was always something going on, and the same with the mini stock, but it just seems a little more exciting in the mini stock. You've got a lot of cars that you're bumping and grinding with, and it's just a little more fun and a little more competitive, I think.
Now, for me, just as a race fan, watching the mini stocks at Ohsweken, they're pretty much wide open around that track. To me, it would seem like a race at Talladega. Watching NASCAR and being behind the wheel, is that kind of what it's like? Because it seems like if you get in the wrong lane, you can go back a ways.
Yeah, I've been in that lane. I've been in that lane a lot of times, but once you get the car figured out, you can start moving up forward, and that's a lot more fun. When you can start in the back and move forward, and that's when I have fun. If I start in the front and stay there, it's not fun.
Now, you talked about getting the problems fixed. Now that those things are fixed, what's it going to do to get to the next level, to get to that championship contention? I mean, you're going to be knocking on the door, but what extra kind of things do you need to do to be in that contention?
I think I need to start paying more attention to track conditions, tire pressures, being a little more assertive on going through the traffic than I have in the past. I've always tried to race as clean as I could. I think this year I'm going to have to start maybe making some holes that weren't maybe necessarily there.
Now, you've got a lot of good people, your family behind you, and some great sponsors as well. Who'd you like to thank?
Well, I have my main sponsor, Oil Changers. They're the ones that pay for me to be able to go there every week. The guys, Chris Bird, Derek Wagner, my husband, Kathi Dickie, they're all in the shop. My father-in-law, Ken Dickie, my mother-in-law, who watches the kids a lot for us when we're down at the shop, because they don't always want to be there for hours on end, because that's what it takes to put the cars together to take it to the track.
Now, just last question here, but I have to ask. Do you ever see yourself in the Thunderstocks, and would you like to race Chris?
I would love to race Chris, but we both decided probably to keep us at a divorce court, we should stay in different divisions. But we'd still love to do that Mr. and Mrs. race. We figured out if we could do 10 laps, and if he could pass me in 10 laps, he would win. If he couldn't, I win with our own cars.
I'll tell you right now, my promoter wheels are turning right now, so we'll see what we can do. That's Kathi Dickie. She'll be back in the mini stock division this year at Ohsweken Speedway.